Welcome to Culture No Cap. I'm your host, Eric Spencer, along with co-host Reverend Eric Helton in the building. What's up, man?
How you doing?
Are you better today? Are you feeling better than last pod?
I mean, better is relative.
How are your
Felt pretty
spirits?
bad last week.
Last week
Yeah,
on the
felt
pod,
pretty
yeah,
bad.
yeah. But you
I mean, I
better.
don't feel great now. However, I can see that they're entering that FO stage.
FO?
Yeah,
What's that?
because they FA'd November 5th.
Uh-huh.
Now they're going to FO.
Oh, finding
You
out.
know? Yeah, now they better find out. I'm okay with that.
Oh, you gonna sit back and just watch. I get the popcorn
I'm going
ready.
to shuffle, and I'm going to point it out every time. All right.
Well, whatever it takes, man, for you to get, you know. But we're gonna start, man. We might as well start with this. So, one of our listeners had a question. He said, "Is America now an amoral country, or have we always been an immoral
Always been
country?"
amoral. Always been. You know, people try to say, well, we were founded on Christian values. Well, you stole the land. That ain't a strong foundation there to begin with. We've always been amoral.
No
We just
question.
now we just don't care if people know.
Mm.
But and you'll probably get into this anyway. I'm like, they are all over Trump's pick of Gates because he's got some sexual assault charges and got an investigation. When do we care about morals? Why you want to care about morals now? You ain't cared about them when you elected to president. Why you what? What's the difference? Ain't no difference.
Oh, amoral, lacking a moral sense, unconcerned with the rightness or wrongness.
Yeah,
That sounds about right. Yeah.
we talked a good game before. We've always been amoral. I mean, you founded the nation on bloodshed. You worked Toby and Aunt Jemima to build it. You used Jim Crow against them, and you took the credit for it.
Mm.
You've always been this way. It's just now people don't try to hide it. This is us. This is how we are.
This is America, huh?
It's America.
Oh, well, I mean, I thought it was no question. We are. I mean, we've been that way, like you said, from the beginning. It's not a. Let's talk about the cabinet. You mentioned it earlier, minutes ago. His cabinet.
This is part of the FO phase.
I mean, let's talk about who's not on there first. That's gonna be more fun. Where's Tim Scott? Where's Tim and Byron?
Well, I can use you for what I need you for, but I ain't got no place for y'all on my cabinets.
I
No,
mean,
sir. Far be it for me to act like I really care about you. I just love you. Do you love him?
Yeah. Tim Scott, man. They could have found some spot for Tim Scott, right?
And these dudes have swallowed all of their pride to just suck up to him. And sorry, got nothing for you. You didn't think we was equals, did you? Man.
You do have one minority. You have Vivek Ramaswamy. What? He is. He's a minority, man. He's
in something that he in a post that they're making up. And you know what? Vivek and Elon gonna be the one that screw all y'all. Trying to be more efficient. You know what efficiency does? It cuts stuff off. So some of the stuff you was getting is gonna be gone. They're gonna fire a whole bunch of people. They're gonna get rid of a whole lot of programs. Y'all about to FO. And you know what? I'm black.
You got Pete. You got Pete Hegseth from Fox
Fox
News.
News guy.
Yeah, as a
Who don't believe
defense
women should
secretary.
be in combat.
Yeah, he said that, which is crazy. Like, yeah, he said, get rid of the wokeness in the military.
Yeah, they're gonna fire all these woke generals.
Yeah, the woke generals.
Yeah, y'all about to find out.
Military though, I'm like, is the military woke? Did I miss something? The military?
Yeah, I guess I did too. The ones who feel like Trump is a fascist and has lost his mind, they're woke.
Okay.
Duh.
Yeah, I didn't.
He's lining up a bunch of people that he can tell what to do, and that will be like, I don't care about the Constitution. I'm gonna serve you.
Well, Pete came with some controversy. He actually had settled a lawsuit of sexual harassment.
Yeah,
a sexual
it doesn't
assault.
matter. That don't matter. He's trying to get into recess appointments where they ain't even got to be checked. Yeah, we gonna. This is why I said last week. You thought I was just acting off emotion. This is why I said last week. This is your Republican Party now, because all the stuff that Trump wants to do, they're gonna bow down and do
it. Oh man, I mean, there's a lot of people that have some voters' remorse. They're calling it. A lot of people.
So what? You should have looked it up before. You should have checked it out before. Folk been telling you all this time. He been telling you all this time. You know, we was looking at the thing with Trump is talking about reparations.
Yeah.
You know. That's
we're gonna get to that. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's from last year.
Yeah, that's when he first started. When he first started talking about Agenda 47.
Which turned into
never showed up before.
Yeah, I'm gonna play that clip. So yeah, he's talking about reparations for colleges that practice DEI. I'm gonna play that clip.
Furthermore, I will direct the Department of Justice to pursue federal civil rights cases against schools that continue to engage in racial discrimination and schools that persist in explicit, unlawful discrimination under the guise of equity will not only have their endowments taxed, but through budget reconciliation, I will advance a measure to have them fined up to the entire amount of their endowment. A portion of the seized funds will then be used as restitution for victims of these illegal and unjust policies that hurt our country so badly. Colleges have gotten hundreds of billions of dollars from hardworking taxpayers, and now we are going to get this anti-American insanity out of our institutions once and for all. We are going to have real education in America.
Real education in America. Even though we're getting rid of the Department of Education.
Yeah. So, all you black folk who voted for Trump, FO. Hey, I mean, it's nothing. This is stuff he told you he's gonna do.
Yeah, it's in Project 2025 where he's talking about cutting DEI programs. And I mean, it's all there. It's all there.
So I don't want to hear you talking about your eggs. It don't matter.
It started. Project 2025 has begun.
Yeah, that was the plan all along. They're gonna pay y'all back for letting black people in school. Because you're not gonna tell me that every black person that gets accepted into a college has taken a white person's place, or that they weren't as qualified as a white person who didn't get in. Well, you're not gonna tell me that.
Well,
we're not just dumb,
right? That pisses me off. I hear that a lot. It's like they're taking a white person's spot. That's not how it works. It's to make it a fair, equal ground. Everybody's on the same level, getting the same opportunities.
They don't want that.
Yeah, that we were denied for how many years?
They don't want that. But you know what? You can't say that because we want to take that out of the history books. If you believe that in the history books, then it's going to look like we did something wrong that you got to catch up for. So we all that woke school stuff, we're not sending them no money either.
Yeah, that's out. He cutting all that.
This is what y'all want.
But
And you black folk that wanted it, here you go. This is what you got. And you white folk who knew it, think about that. You're just as bad or worse. You knew it.
Yeah. And the word woke and DEI, which I think it become a new N-word.
They definitely have. Yeah, they replaced thug.
It replaced thug, and now it's DEI and woke.
That's
all it is.
It's because we know if we call you the N-word, you might want to fight, or you'll put it out somewhere showing that I called you the N-word. But I can use this, and y'all ain't been smart enough to catch on to it. Yes, we have. We know exactly what you're doing. You're using those terms to demean us and say that we're less than. Man.
Yeah. Get rid of woke policies. Get rid of black people. Get rid of black.
Yeah.
I would say minorities, period.
No, I don't want to hear that black and brown stuff either. I don't want to hear it.
What you mean? Why?
After them Latinos sold us out, don't give me that black and brown stuff.
What about
we're not united?
People of color. People of color. You like that one?
No, black people. You know, Detroit loves everybody.
Black people first.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't want to hear that black and brown folk stuff no more. Because you brown folk don't support us black folk unless you figure like you can benefit from it.
Well, they having regrets as well. They're having regrets.
Don't care. You've been told, man. You was told, man. All that.
You don't believe fat? I got you. Got you. You don't believe fat meat greasy? Ain't that the word? The phrase?
Yeah. You believe now, don't you? We try to tell you all along. Nope, I ain't trying to hear. Nope.
Yeah, it's kind of bad.
My empathy button has gone away.
I can tell. I can tell, man. But you sound better. Your spirits are up. They're better than last week.
Because I'm laughing because this clown car that Trump is filling up, and all y'all see it, and now y'all, oh God, what's gonna happen? We tried to tell you before. Too late now. If I was somebody else, I would be like, they had record numbers of people show up to early vote. And Trump said, we don't need your votes. We got enough votes.
Yeah.
And then Trump alluded to a secret that they got that they would tell after the election. But you had record numbers, and yet 10, 15 million fewer people, votes were counted.
Oh, is this where you go into your conspiracy theory?
Yeah, if I was them, I would say it's a stolen election. And you got a tech billionaire. You got a tech billionaire who said, if Trump don't win, I'll go to jail. Look it up.
My Elon.
Yeah. And somehow, I mean, if I was them, I'd be like, the election was stolen.
But you're not, though. You're better than that, right?
No,
you don't believe that.
Democrats is punks. I got some man, they bow out so gracefully. Man.
Yeah. Let's talk about that. So Joe Biden met with Trump, to, of course, discuss the transition power. That's important, right? As our country to transitions with a smooth transition, right? That was great. That didn't make him weak, right? It doesn't make him weak. Why are you looking at me like that? It does not make that man weak. That's what you're supposed to do.
That's the problem. Democrats are punks. I'm that man.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah, okay. peaceful transition of power. Yeah. It didn't happen last time.
Yeah. And plus, if he's such a threat to democracy,
why you gonna block him in? Yeah, that was a bad look when he said we'll be all right. Wait a minute. You know why?
Yeah.
Because you try to pacify everything so much. What you should have said was y'all effed up. Y'all should have elected this guy. Hey, I'm gonna do what I can to make a peaceful transition to power, but I'm telling you now, y'all effed up.
And that's how it is.
I'm never gonna run for president again. I ain't got but a few more days. I'm telling you how I feel.
Yeah, I mean, you should be mad to kick them out anyway.
Yeah, that's it. If y'all let me run, I might have beat him.
Starting to wonder.
Starting
to wonder, man. He probably could have won, but whatever. At this point, man, again, we're gonna have to move forward. And obviously, you're gonna move forward. You're gonna laugh the whole way.
Yeah, I'm gonna point it out the whole time, and especially when some of you black folk, when that stuff fall on y'all, I am laughing. I'm laughing.
But it's us too. I mean, you don't want to laugh. You want him to be successful, which we talked about last week. We want him to be successful, right? Right?
At what?
They're running this country
into the ground.
No.
What are you gonna do?
No, I said we want him to be successful.
Sure.
As our president, right?
Sure.
You can't say it. You can't say it.
You can't say what? Sure. I did say sure.
You can't say that you want Donald Trump to be successful.
It.
Can you say it and mean it?
It.
It's terrible, man. You should want that man to succeed.
How can I want him to succeed with what he wants to do?
I know what I'm taking that out of it. Of course, we don't want that to happen. But we know it's gonna happen. He's gonna take the DEI programs, the mass deportation. It's happening. It's happening.
Yeah. So how was that successful?
But there's other parts. I know we're looking at one side of it, but there are other parts to running this country besides that.
Like them tariffs.
Like the tariffs.
It's gonna make them eggs go up that y'all was gonna save money on. That's gonna make everything that you buy go up.
Right.
So do I want him to be successful in any of his plans? Nope.
But you want him to be successful.
Do I want this country to be successful? Sure.
There you go. You do want that.
But I don't want that jackass to be successful.
You don't want him to be. I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. But let's talk about this cabinet a little bit more, man. We forgot to mention it. Robert Kennedy Jr. He's
the dude that don't believe in vaccines.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't know.
He's gonna make America healthy again. And they show, he tried to talk about how bad we are and how the foods is bad for you. They just showed a picture of him on the airplane with Trump eating McDonald's.
I mean, what's wrong with McDonald's?
You trying to make America healthy again? That's go ahead, keep eating McDonald's like that.
You got Mark Rubio, Secretary of State.
He's bowed down to him.
Yes. Nobody else really sticks out.
Well, Tulsi Gabbard is a little Russian little girl, really.
Yeah. And Vivek and Elon Musk, their Department of Government Efficiency.
Yeah. They're going to make America more efficient, which means they're going to cut down on some jobs, some programs that they feel aren't efficient. Those dudes is billionaires. They don't really need Social Security.
It's bad, but again, like you said, what can we do? We voted. Some people
laugh. Ha ha ha.
Every week we're gonna point it out. But I still want to ask. We really didn't answer. Where is Tim Scott and Byron Donalds on this cabinet?
They're back in the field.
First cabinet that he has.
They're back in the field. They ain't in the house no more.
They on the field, in the field now.
Back in the field. I don't need you anymore. Well, I ain't even got to act like we equals or like I like you. I don't need you anymore. Bye.
Not one black face. Not one black face. Not one. Not one.
Here's what they think about you. There you go. And it ain't like, I mean, and these picks he's making are outlandish. But it wasn't outlandish enough for him to put a black dude on there. A black face at all. Vivek is not one of us.
Oh, no.
He not like us. He not like
He
us.
got a brown face.
Yeah, yeah. That's what he thinks about you. Y'all have done. You have swallowed every bit of pride you've got to lap up to this man.
Yeah.
And poor, Tim Scott. I had little expectations from Tim. He was an Uncle Tim for a long time. I thought a lot of Byron Donald until I didn't.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's kind of. I was shocked. I thought maybe at least Tim Scott. I thought Byron's a little rough around the edges, man.
Oh,
Tim Scott. Tim Scott, some yes man. He definitely would have made it, but
he done broke both of them.
But he was the one when he said one of the smart ones. When Byron Donald was one of the smart
ones. He was one of the good ones.
One of the good ones. Oh yeah, some of them are not so good. He's one of the good ones.
Yeah. He ain't that good though. He ain't good enough to work for you, Trump.
All right, let's take a Trump break. Can we take a Trump break?
For a moment.
Let's take a Trump break, man. Oh my God. Let's talk about this fight. Let's talk about Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson on Netflix. What did you think about this fight, man?
First off, I was like, man, Netflix, they can have live stuff. They need to get their stuff together.
It was buffering.
Buffering and stuff. Number two. Yeah. So what I think at the time or here in the couple days after?
At the time.
At the time, I was like, man, I feel sorry for Mike.
Why?
Father Time is not kind.
It's undefeated.
That boy could have killed Mike.
So you thought he was holding back too, right?
Yeah, that boy could have killed Mike. And plus that, and he's not that great a boxer.
Talking about Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So if he was like an actual boxer, yeah, he'd kill Mike. But even then, I think he let up on him.
Did Mike seem high? He seemed high to you?
No, he seemed like he got gassed after the first 2 minutes.
But you watch him walking in the ring, though. He just seemed like I rewatched the fight just to see. He looked a little.
You can watch it again.
I did because I wanted to see for myself. A lot of people saying he was high. I think he even said he was high. But now that I look at it, I'm like, he came in the ring kind of like in a daze, which is just stiff. Because he wasn't dancing around. He was just like zoned out.
He didn't look like them training videos, did he?
Man, them training videos
had us believing. We were believing. Mike, boy, look at Mike. Look at him. He's still quick. Man, I wonder how old them training videos was, or how much they sped up.
Them bags don't hit back. That's what it was.
That's what I used to tell them kids football practice all the time. Mm-hmm. Everybody's good against air.
Yeah.
It's when that air gets replaced with an actual person that doesn't want you to move them.
I mean, his legs were stiff.
They were stiff.
He was biting on his glove.
Yeah.
He was high. That's my excuse for Mike.
My excuse for Mike is he's 58 years old.
And high. 58 and high.
He could have been 58 and not high. He's 58 years old.
Against a 27-year-old.
That's the thing. Even everybody at work Friday everybody was excited because we about to watch Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's gonna take on this YouTube punk and he's gonna beat him. Mike ain't been the baddest man in the planet for 30 years.
But we saw him be great. Like we saw him at the highest level, man.
Yeah, 30 years ago.
30 years ago, we saw it and we just thought maybe there was just a little bit of that left in him. Just a little bit.
Are you what you were 30 years ago?
No. But you have a little bit. You got a little bit in you. You would think as an athlete.
In your mind.
In your mind. But
you
yeah,
think
certainly
you can do it. Yeah, you think you can do it. Just like the whole time they was fighting, and there's like Mike doing this, and then Mike's taking this, and Roy Jones kept saying, "I don't like his legs."
He said that several times. Yeah,
yeah, I don't like his legs because he didn't have no foundation.
No, he was just
in his mind. He thought he could do it. Plus, he made $20 million for that fight.
But again, 20 million. When it comes to 20 million, let's talk about this. Your legacy. He talked about his legacy.
What legacy? He don't have a legacy. Well, that just mean you died. What you don't care? Mike Tyson don't care about their legacy.
But we care more about his legacy than he does.
Yeah, he don't care about that. He does not care about that. That doesn't mean you're dead. People just ain't gonna care about you. Yeah, he does not. That's why he'll keep doing it. He doesn't care. I thought after that performance that he put on, that he'd be like, "Yeah, I'm done." Man, he told me before the fight, they even left the ring. I can fight his brother. Logan Paul would kill him. Logan Paul to kill him.
Oh, you think so? I haven't seen him fight.
Logan to kill him.
He said it. He said, "I'll kill you, mother."
And Logan he'd be wrestling too. So I be seeing he's an athlete. Logan kill him.
Well, he wants another check.
He might leave that check to his kids. He don't want.
But when it comes to legacy, I know he doesn't believe in legacy, but when you look back at Muhammad Ali, when he fought Larry Holmes, that was kind of the end for him. And it was sad.
His legacy, though.
It didn't, but it tarnished, it messed him up health-wise.
It messed him up health-wise. And that's why a lot of these guys do it. Because you think about Ali, he hung on too long. Larry Holmes whooped him. But people don't really talk about that. They could have been some of the Thriller in Manila. Rumble, young man, rumble. These types of things. They remember, even with Mike. Think about it. They every once in a while they'll talk about Buster Douglas. And they'll talk about him biting Holyfield's ear, but they don't talk about really Holyfield beating him. They don't talk about Lennox Lewis beating him. They all remember the baddest man on the planet at 20 years old knocking people out in the first round.
But that's for people who saw it, like us. What about for these people? They weren't introduced to Mike Tyson. They're younger. They see Jake Paul.
But see, he don't care. They like, well, that's some old dude. They said it was great. He was great before. Just another old dude.
Some old dude said he could fight and got beat down.
Everybody say he could fight. I don't know. Every time I see him, he lose.
But wasn't it sad? Was it sad for you to watch though? Just knowing Mike.
Was pitiful. It was really pitiful. I'm watching it. I'm like, oh my God. Oh man. And then 2 days later, this is how people making excuses for Mike. Mike could have knocked him out right there.
Who said this? I ain't hear that. All I hear he was
a lot of people, but it's TikTokers.
Oh, okay.
They explain why. No, Michael's 58-year-old man taking on 27-year-old man. Mike, he's blessed to be alive.
Yeah, because he was he was holding back, man. I could tell that. Yeah, I mean, he could have took him out.
But he didn't want to do that.
It was respectful.
You know what? He didn't want to tarnish Mike's legacy. Mike don't care about his legacy, but he didn't want to do it.
He didn't want to tarnish. Plus, do you want to be known as that guy who not
beat up on a 58-year-old Mike Tyson?
Because that would be his legacy. No matter what he does in the future, you beat up Mike Tyson, man.
Yeah, and that's what they already talk about. He fights people who are over the hill, or but then they can talk. And look what he did to poor Mike Tyson. Yeah, so he couldn't.
But why even do this? Is Mike that broke? Because Mike was worth millions and millions.
Yeah, he was worth $300 million at one point, and then filed bankruptcy.
They had to start over.
Yeah, so I don't know. I hope, but he did his little comedy show or whatever, and he's been in a lot of stuff. I hope he's built back up.
Yeah, I hope so too, man. He don't need to fight again. And that's why I asked you, should he? Should he hang it up? Man?
Yes.
Should he hang it up?
Yes. 2 times. Dun, dun.
But he got to get paid, man. He got to get paid.
How often? So, Mike, 58 years old. People believed that he was still Mike Tyson. How crazy were we to be that nostalgic? But they believed that he was still Mike Tyson. How many more times are people going to be like, yeah, I'm willing to dish out some money to watch Mike Tyson fight again? I saw something where they talking about maybe him and Lennox Lewis will fight again. I don't want to watch 2 60-year-old men fight.
But you would.
Unless it's on World Star.
You'd watch on Netflix for free.
Yeah, I probably would for free. As long as it's free. I wouldn't have paid for this one.
Yeah. I mean, you paid for it with your subscription.
Yeah, with your subscription, but
pay-per-view? Nah, I wouldn't have done that.
Not for this. I'm not paying for that. And then people was excited. Everybody loved him.
It was nostalgic. That's what it was. That's always nostalgia because you look for the old Mike. You think back when he used to put people down in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, but he didn't even, like I said, he didn't even come to the ring like the old Mike.
He looked slow coming in.
Yeah.
He looked defeated before he got there. Right?
He's like, man, I'm about to go get beat.
Get this 20 million.
At some point you realize I'm 58 years old. I probably shouldn't be doing this.
But in other sport, is it because boxing is so brutal though? Isn't that the real reason? Because
any sport.
But if Michael Jordan decided to come out of retirement and play in the big 3, just an example, people would watch and they wouldn't feel sorry for him because he's been successful in other things. After basketball, you'd watch him, right?
I get it.
You wouldn't feel bad for him, right?
I wouldn't feel bad for him. But yeah, boxing is brutal, and they don't have, even though we know Jake Paul ain't, he ain't the top of the boxing food chain. Mm-hmm. It's not like they just have a minor league. He might be the biggest moneymaker though in boxing.
Jake Paul, for sure. Right now, yeah.
We know that the big 3 has a smaller spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
Boxing is boxing.
Yeah. Yeah. But do you think that because we've seen what can happen, we saw Muhammad Ali with Parkinson's and other boxers as well. Joe Louis got messed up. All of them, a lot of them.
Yeah, they don't get out of that thing unscathed.
CTE and all that. Yeah, so it was hard to watch, but he didn't get hurt. He didn't he caught a couple punches. He barely got a cut.
Yeah,
barely.
And that's a bad thing. And that's the bad thing about it. He can take a beating, which means he won't see nothing wrong with doing it again.
He won't do it again. He's gonna do it again.
And it's disappointing to us as fans who remember Mike being Mike. And you watch it and you're like, oh my God, can this end?
It shouldn't have won 8 rounds. Was it 8 rounds? Yeah, it shouldn't
have 8 rounds. Yeah, it shouldn't have went. Because after that, about midway through the 2nd round, you could tell Mike was not gonna win.
Nah, I was done.
And
he biting on his. I never known him to do that. I didn't know he did that.
And they were saying, if he did, well, first off, he was never in the ring that long.
He was what?
He was never in the ring that long for you to really notice it like that.
True.
But and if he was, it seemed like if that was something he normally does, it seemed to be exaggerated because he did it a whole lot.
That's why I go back to my drug
He was
theory.
high.
He was high. He was high, man. I don't know how high you've been in life, but
Not that high.
he was high. It was definitely high. But
maybe
no excuse.
Maybe he got high to because he knew he was gonna be in pain.
Probably something. He was definitely out there, man. But no excuse. He came in with a leg brace too, a knee, something on his knee. That's when I knew my little $50 was gone.
You bet $50.
I did.
You bet $50
on Mike Tyson.
58-year-old man to beat a 27-year-old.
I'm not proud of it.
Man,
but I admit,
you should have just took that money and burnt it.
I don't know. Nostalgia, man. That's all it was. And I saw them training videos really.
They set people up.
It set me up because your boy wasn't even training that hard to me.
No,
Jake wasn't training that hard. He didn't have to.
I'm taking on a 58-year-old man. Why'd I have to hurt myself training? I'm taking on this old man.
And beat him. He really beat him down. I wouldn't say beat him down. He spared him. He got spared.
He spared him. And Mike, you need to go ahead and take that $20 million and be happy. I'm done. I got out of it. I'm done.
Got you 20 million. He got what, 40 plus?
Yep.
And Netflix, it was 60 million households that tuned in to that fight on Friday night. So
it's like a Super Bowl.
Yeah, it was. That's what I'm saying. People really wanted to see this, man. But you know,
it was the nostalgia.
Huh?
And it was the nostalgia aspect of it. Here's the thing, though. Netflix can't do that again. What other boxer is going to generate that kind of excitement? What other old boxer?
Floyd Mayweather?
Floyd was a great boxer. He was a great defender. He didn't have the Iron Mike mystique coming out in your black trunks, black boots, no socks, knock him out.
No, he didn't.
Floyd outbox you.
Yeah,
he ain't lose.
Nah, I mean that's the only person I can think of.
Yeah, I mean, and that's it. And I don't think Floyd can generate that.
But they probably do celebrity boxing.
People would turn in. They would still probably tune in, hoping he would lose.
He's the villain. Yeah.
Yeah, but
what does it say about the sport of boxing, though? As far as the appeal, now it's more. It's teetering on being like wrestling, like professional wrestling at this point.
I don't know that it's as popular as wrestling.
I don't think it is either, especially at heavyweight level. It's not. But I mean, it feels like they're kind of leaning into that more, the little theatrics, like the slap at the beginning.
They need big, but see, boxing with big personalities.
That's what it's missing.
Yeah, that's what's really missing. So yeah, they do need a little bit of a wrestling mentality, where they have a big personality that catches people's interest, and either they love him or they hate him.
And one thing my wife noticed is that a lot of the people that supported Trump, I'm gonna go back on your Trump, that boycotted Netflix and canceled, they watched this fight as well. So
ain't that amazing?
You remember the boycott? Remember that?
What was it for though?
Netflix, they gave some money to Kamala, her campaign.
Yes, I remember. Yes,
they went out the door on Friday, right?
Yeah, funny, because I can be entertained by one.
Yeah, she brought that to my attention. I'm like, wow, that's a good little. Yeah, I kind of see that now. That's a lot of people must.
I'm not gonna support you if you support one, but I'll support you if you have one that'll entertain me.
Yeah, and let's talk about him, Jake Paul. He's a MAGA guy.
He's a MAGA guy.
What did he say at the end? He said,
Man, we were talking about how this country's headed in the right direction and all. I was like, you got it. I'm like, Mike, you couldn't hit him in his jaw now.
Yeah. So you got that part. So he had people. He's got a new fan base probably, or maybe more the same.
Oh man, just did you see they had the UFC thing? John Jones fought last night.
Trump was there, right? Was Trump there?
Trump
was
and
there?
he gave his belt to Trump.
Yeah.
His Uncle Tom.
Hey, he said it was a shift. It's definitely a shift.
Yeah, but it's not for the better. Y'all keep thinking. Y'all about the FO.
He gave him his belt. Oh man.
Yeah.
I don't know what that says, man. I don't know.
It says he gonna be like Tim and Byron, of no use to Trump.
Oh, so yeah, we back on it. But yeah, Mike. Hey,
yeah, Mike, let it go.
Let it go, bro. Let it go.
You made your money. You got out healthy enough. Let it go.
Because you fooled me. You fooled me out my 50.
He fooled a lot of people. At this point, I would fight Mike.
Oh, you think you hold up? How your legs? How your legs? And you stand, your base.
They're as weak as his.
I mean, he didn't even look fresh. He looked like he just got out of bed.
You're like, he get tired back there warming up. He got tired shadowboxing.
Well, his butt was out. Remember, did you see his butt out? What was that? What was that?
Oh man, I got nothing. Yeah, I can fight him.
That's when I knew. That's when I knew he already lost, when his butt was out. Warm-ups. I was like,
he's just walking away. Like, oh my
over.
God. I was like, what's that? Yeah, it was. I can fight. I'd fight Mike.
You'd fight Mike?
Yeah. How much money can we make for that?
I don't think you'd fight him, man. I think you would back out at the end.
I'd fight him.
He can punch now. He still got a punch. You gonna take it? I mean, we didn't see it. He threw what, 18 punches? He
landed 18.
I can land 18 punches probably.
You figure? I mean, really? So that means he ain't land but 2 around.
Mike,
I bet you I can take 2 punches from Mike around.
You know they question if he threw this fight, right? You know that's part of the conspiracy theory. That he threw
but
this.
Can you just say a 58-year-old man got beat by a 27-year-old?
Can you what?
Can you just say that a 58-year-old man got beat by a 27-year-old? He didn't throw no fight. He couldn't fight him.
But 18 punches, though. The 18 punches is what I question now.
He only landed 18.
Come on now.
Hey, he ain't what he was.
You're the one that said from back in when it's supposed to be in July. You said it. Hey, last thing to go is your power. That's what you said.
Say. Everything's gone.
Did you forget about the legs?
Legs is gone too. Everything's gone.
At 58.
We saw the legs and the power was gone. Everything's gone. No use in you. Even the persona is gone.
No, it's not. Don't say that. That's not gone. That's not gone. The mystique of Mike Tyson is still there now. Right? So you think because of this fight, it's so you're saying his legacy was tarnished then?
Yeah, but he don't care about it.
No, he don't care about it, but you're saying it was tarnished.
I'm saying it's not really going to be tarnished because we're always going to go back to who he was. But it's just now you're like, I'm not buying into that no more. It was we thought for folk to think that Mike Tyson could win and Kamala Harris couldn't. It's crazy.
We live in a twilight zone, right?
It was people who believed more that Mike could win than she could win.
Yeah, I have seen it.
She had been attorney general, senator, vice president. And we believed that Mike, because when Mike was 25, he was killing people. We believed he could beat this guy. What is wrong with us?
We just live in a crazy world, man. Like, really, this year has been different.
The people, those of us who expected Mike to win, and there was a lot of people who said, "Boy, Mike get a hold of him." We was making America great again. We was making Mike great again. That's what we was doing, making Mike great again.
I mean, you had me convinced. I was. You remember back in June or when I was like, man, there's no way. This dude is 27 years old. He's 28 years. There's no way. You had me convinced. Thanks. Give my $50.
Hey, I didn't tell you put no money on it.
Man, I should have texted you right before. But I was like, nah, I don't want to let him know I'm betting. So
yeah, because I'd have said, don't do it.
But I just thought to myself, like, just maybe he can just, because he's more experienced. That's where you thought experience matters sometimes. Experience.
Yeah, make Tyson great again. And we couldn't do it.
We couldn't do it, man. We couldn't do it. Oh man, it's so sad. But he tried, man. And it makes 58-year-old men want to like get in shape, get in tip-top shape.
No, it would have made us want to get in tip-top shape if he'd have won.
Yeah, you're right. It made me want to eat more burritos and just hang out.
Like, man, why am I going to take my time trying to do that? Look what happened to him.
Lifting all these weights.
That's what, we was hoping for him to win for the old guys. He didn't.
That's what it was. That's what it was. Because it was like I guess Mike is part of what? I don't know what generation, probably.
He's probably our generation. I'm 54.
He might be a boomer. He might be a boomer.
He's 58. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he probably a boomer. But versus a millennial. It was part of that too. This dude is a YouTube. I mean, his whole mystique. That guy's on YouTube making money. He's not a real boxer.
Being famous.
Yeah. That's what I wanted him to beat. I wanted him to beat this guy just for that alone.
That's what a whole bunch of old dudes. I heard a whole bunch of old white dudes say that too.
Yeah.
He beat that young punk.
Yeah, he ain't no boxer. He ain't no real boxer.
Yeah. How'd that work out for us?
I believe I think he's a real boxer now.
I still ain't convinced he's a real boxer.
He's a real boxer.
I'm convinced that Mike is over the hill.
I believe both. I believe he's a real boxer, man. He's a boxer, but he just fought an old guy, and that's what happens.
Yeah, Father Time is undefeated
all the time. That's all it comes down to, man. Well, speaking of a legacy, man, come on, Denzel, man. Denzel will appear in the new Black Panther movie. I'm excited about that. And then he's gonna retire.
That's good.
What's up with that's Denzel, man.
Yeah, I love Denzel.
But what's wrong with Denzel? And he's gonna be in Gladiator.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's gonna be in Gladiator.
Mm-hmm.
And I know they took out the scene, but I know what Denzel said.
Oh, you talking about the scene? There was a kissing scene with the man, and allegedly, right?
Ain't no allegedly. Denzel said it.
Look, man, I don't want to trash Denzel, man. Denzel's a legend.
Yeah, I know. Why this late in the game? And people try to explain the way Denzel said he kissed him in the mouth, and then like 5 minutes later he killed him. So people try to say it was a kiss of death. I don't know if that's what it was. Maybe it was just a gay kiss.
Why would Denzel need to kiss? Why would he? Because he was very clear about what he wouldn't do. He wouldn't appear in a film with a white wife.
Kiss a white woman,
in the movie, he wouldn't do that. But
that's
what
got me. That's what got me.
What got you?
Because all these other standards he has set.
Right. Why now?
To be a Black Panther?
Probably to be in Gladiator.
But Denzel, do you really need it that bad?
Well, he
No.
said these are the films he really wants to do at the end of his career. He wants to do something else too. I know Gladiator was like on his bucket list of films. Yeah, it's a tough year for us, man.
We're taking a lot of L's, man.
I don't want to
When
say
did
it.
you hurry up and end, man?
I didn't want to say it, man. But as a black man,
We're taking a lot of L's, man.
Denzel, he's up here. He's up
We're
here.
taking
Man.
all these L's, and we're about to enter into the era of Trump. Oh,
That's the wrong time. That's the wrong time to be taking L's.
Yeah.
Man. Because I saw this, I'm like, this is great. Denzel in Black Panther.
Yeah.
That's great. Then I saw this come out about him kissing the Gladiator movie. I'm like,
and he said
no.
it. I'm disheartened. I'm disheartened again.
I'm disheartened by that. Like, what was the point of him even mentioning it? If it was taken out.
Yeah, it was taken out. Nobody ever would have known.
You know what you know why they thinking he did that, man.
Unless they was like, we're gonna tell it. So he told it. Why do you say that he did it?
I mean, part of the, I don't even want to say it. The powers that be. The powers that be made him say it.
You ain't yeah. It's possible.
Oh man, not Denzel.
Yeah, what's the first thing I said? Not Denzel. First the fat boys break up. Now it is.
Now Denzel in a kissing. I'm disappointed, man, because I always remember him as Lonzo. Is it Lonzo in Training Day?
Yep,
Lonzo. That was a great movie.
And they said that's the only role he really acted like himself.
I believe it.
Let's say that's how Denzel really is.
I believe it. You can see it in his interviews. I mean,
yeah, you can really see it. So, and it's not, it's not like we're not trying to gay bash. No. It's this man has set so many standards, things that he wouldn't stand for, things that he wouldn't go with, and yet this happens, and he tells it.
Yeah, he's always talking about integrity.
Yeah, man.
I mean, again, this goes back to your legacy. This is a legacy day we're talking about. So as far as his legacy now, let's say we know this now that he kissed the man in the film. Does that tarnish his legacy at all?
It does a little bit. It does a little bit. It does because of the standards that he set before. He put himself up. He carried himself in a way that had us put him on a pedestal. With things that he wasn't going to stand for, things he wasn't going to do. And now this.
Because I think we talked about Denzel and his integrity that he has.
Yeah. It's tarnished. It's tarnished to me. More tarnished than Mike.
Really? I mean, okay, so some people that are actors, they would say it shows his depth. It shows how great of an actor he really is. He doesn't have any boundaries. He can just act.
And this ain't Denzel. This is not Will Smith doing a movie at the beginning of his career. This is Denzel at the end of his career. We know what Denzel can do.
He's already been solidified and proven. Yeah. We already know what he can do. You don't have to do those roles and
so don't hit me with that depth. No, it ain't.
So there's certain roles I know. Like if I saw Denzel as a pimp in a movie, I'd be hurt. I'd be like, why is Denzel a pimp? This man is a legend. You don't have to take these roles.
Depend on how he played it. It really would for me.
He's still a pimp.
It depends on how he played it.
Let me think of a movie with a pimp. I don't know. It was a comedy. Let's say I'm gonna get you, sucker.
I couldn't deal with that.
You wouldn't respect that. You'd be like, come on, that's Denzel, right?
But say he plays a pimp who first of all, pimps got issues. Who's got some real issues that he's dealing with, and he shows the depth of that. I can watch it. If he's a pimp named Slickback, I can't watch it.
Right. because he's always had this image. I want to say we looked at him as a great black male image on movies, on film forever. Since the beginning.
Yeah.
I would hate to say it because we don't see it. They took it out. For some reason, they took it out. Maybe he wanted them to take it out, but he couldn't say that. To think about it, if he had said, "Hey, take that out," he would have been faced with a lot of backlash from that.
But why bring it up?
Because they were probably gonna bring it up, like you said, it was gonna come out either way.
So it's like I get out ahead of it. Well, then why not at the very beginning be like, "No, I don't want to do this." You're gonna tell me that Denzel doesn't have enough cachet to say this scene doesn't work for me?
I would hope so. I mean, as many films he's been in, he's probably. I mean, he's an A-lister for sure.
Yeah. All we gotta say is that doesn't work for me, brother. I don't want to do it. I bet they change it because clearly it wasn't essential to the movie. They took it out.
But have you ever wanted to do something? I don't think I have, but wanted something so bad. You wanted it like this. He wanted to do Gladiator. That was on his bucket list. And maybe they didn't think like, man, you're too old to play Gladiator, to be a gladiator. You 60-some years old. And he was like, he kind of was able to bend. He would do whatever he had to do to get that role because he wanted it that bad. That could have happened.
Yeah, definitely.
It could have happened though. Because he's older now. You saw him running around in what was the other Equalizer?
Hey, but I'm Denzel. Hey man, sometimes you don't get everything you want. I've had a blessed enough career where if I don't make this, all right,
then it's okay.
I'm cool with it.
But you gotta live in that though. Maybe he's not ready to live with that.
Let people start to hear, man, they could have had Denzel Washington in this, and they didn't. They gonna look like dumb ones.
True, I think so.
Yeah,
but in his mind, he want to, this will sit on his list, and I will still watch it because it's Denzel. Right?
I don't know, man.
You don't know if you can watch it. You're gonna be looking for that scene. Wonder where it was.
Well, you never know where it was. I don't really like gladiator movies anyway, though.
I don't either. Who'd he kiss?
They didn't say. I bet it was a white dude too. He was kissing a white woman.
But you gonna kiss a white man?
Man, what kind of fraganackle bull is that?
Yeah, we in the Trump era. We are in the Trump era, man.
Well, man,
It's serious.
We ain't even entered into the fullness of his power. And black men, we've been taking L since Cat Williams started it at the beginning of this year.
Cat predicted this, man.
Man, Cat need to come back on something else and unjinx us.
I think he is. I think he's supposed to be on something at the end of the year, I believe. Maybe it'll be at the beginning. We need him back, man.
We need to be unjinxed.
Oh man. I wasn't even gonna bring it up. To be honest with you, I was that hurt.
You got to, man. You got to.
I know. I had to, man. But it's crazy though, man.
Man.
So what's your favorite Denzel? Besides Malcolm X? We already know that's.
Oh, I'm always gonna be Malcolm X.
Yeah. Besides Malcolm X, where would you rank the rest of the movies he's done? Top 5 Denzel movies.
Training Day. What is the movie? Start with an F. Where I can't even describe. He's sitting there smoking a cigarette. He's going against death. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm. He's going against death.
Well, yeah.
Was it like a science fiction movie?
No, it is, but it's not.
He got so many movies.
He got so many movies. Let me see if I can look at the name of it. Okay, because remember a lot of them Denzel movies I wasn't in the best state to be able to
Is that what it was?
remember stuff.
There you go.
But number one, Malcolm X.
Okay.
I never even watched The Equalizer.
Not his best work.
Uh-uh.
They're decent. Equalizers are decent.
Fences.
That's probably my second.
Well, you know what? I forgot he was in He Got Game. But
I didn't really like him. It was
weird. Let's see. That's funny. I still don't see the movie I was talking about.
And Remember the Titans. Don't forget about him in that.
Remember the Titans.
And
I like Hurricane.
Hurricane was good. Hurricane was a good movie.
What'd you say that with an F?
Flight was a good movie. Flight, where he's a pilot. He was an alcoholic pilot.
That ain't the one I was talking about. I didn't like The Little Things.
You talking about Fallen?
That one. I like that.
Fallen. Okay. Yeah.
I like that one. So but still, now that I start looking, this guy got a lot of movies.
Got a lot of movies, man.
So why in the world would he have to
kiss a man in the other?
Yeah, why in the world would he have to kiss a man? Let's see. So yeah, we start out with Malcolm. That's number one. Oh shoot, I like The Bone Collector too. See, he got a lot of stuff.
Got a lot of movies, man. He's a legend. Denzel is a legend. For sure.
I ain't like The Book of Eli.
I didn't see that.
I ain't like it. So I
go with Malcolm.
Fences. Fallen. Training Day. Training Day would probably be ahead of Fallen. It actually might be ahead of Fences. Training Day be ahead of Fences.
That's fine. I'm gonna go Malcolm. I'm gonna go Malcolm, Fences, Great Debaters, Training Day, and number 5 might be Hurricane.
Hurricane
was really good.
But when doing that, you take out Remember the Titans.
Yeah, those could be tied for me actually, because Remember the Titans was good. He did a good job in that. So
the point is, this brother has done too much stuff for to have to do that, to be buck broke.
Oh man, was he buck broke? God, don't say my detail.
Yeah, he's done too much stuff. This ain't a guy who just starting out. No.
Yeah,
he done too much. This is just another L for you, black man.
Too many L's for black men this year in 2024.
Yeah, we got to pray 2025 get better, but there's also a project 2025 that's coming.
What'd you think about the counter, the Black Project 2025?
I like
the counter to the young lady is doing. You think it's a good
like
idea?
That. And she says it's growing in support, and that's one thing we'll have to support it.
Yeah,
a lot of black folk are good for talking. When it comes time for action, we're not.
Right.
And it's a good thing to want to do, but it takes more than 2 or 3 people.
Yeah, and I encourage people to read about it, research it. It's called Black Project 2025.
Project 2025. She wants to come up with a better name, but right now, that's the one that's hitting with people, and that's the one people are recognizing. So she's using that name.
Yeah,
and it's like 22.
She's like 22 years old. She's a investor. I think she's an investor.
Like that, yeah.
Yeah, but she's also big on TikTok, social media. But I encourage people to look it up, research. It's not a way it's not a segregation thing. It's
Yeah,
nothing
we
like
we not getting together and moving out the country and just
Oh.
having our own stuff. But no, that's not what it is.
no, it's
But
to counter.
it is interesting, and it is. It's something
Mhm.
we don't know what 2025 faces.
No, it does. We don't, not at all. Well, I mean, I had a question, man. If you were a rapper,
That sounds gay. Go ahead.
if you were a rapper,
Uh-huh.
could you rap your truth? What would your rap sound like if you were a rapper and you rapped your truth?
I'd be like Andre 3000.
What, what would it
Got
sound
out
like?
of bed and my bones was popping. Sit here sometime and my arm just go numb for no reason at all.
It would be a fun rap, would it? It would be
Yeah, I
cool, right?
can't really rap much. Used to have all my hair, and after I let it grow, I got a hole in it. Yeah, man, I ain't go.
A terrible rap.
Yeah, no, I can't rap my truth.
Oh,
Be
man.
successful.
Well, apparently this guy couldn't either. I know you heard this before.
Said I be saying crazy shit in my raps.
My son raps. He raps under Tut Tarantino. His real name is Elijah Irvin. He raps about some of the hardest stuff. And I say to him, son, you grew up in a 20,000 square foot community.
He said I grew up in a 20,000 square foot, and it's not that big, right?
So that's Michael Irvin's son. Yeah, his son is a rapper, man, and he raps about some of the most horrible gangster stuff. He didn't grow up like that. How you feel about that, man?
Man, rap your truth, bro. So I mean, that's real talent. If you can rap your truth, you grew up a rich kid.
Who wants to hear that though?
Hey,
I grew up in a 20,000 square foot home.
but then, okay, so if he does that hard stuff, and people he'd be like, "That's Michael Irvin's son."
Well, Michael kind of like put him out there, like throw him under the bus. Really, I would never know.
So ain't nobody gonna. I mean, they gonna be like, he lying. So maybe he need to find a new career already.
I mean, wouldn't you think though? Talking about notoriety, wouldn't you think he would use his dad's name to maybe boost his career a little bit? I'm Michael Irvin's son.
Yeah, don't nobody want to hear a rich kid.
But I mean, I'm just saying, just to like Will Smith's son, Jaden.
Yeah, that works.
He's not the best rapper, but it worked for him, right? Worked for him. I would say so. I mean, it worked for a while till it didn't.
Yeah, man, did it.
It worked. It worked. People know him. People know him for he's been in movies and his daddy. That's true.
So, hey, some things you can't avoid.
What's his name? Tarantino. What's his name?
Elijah Irving.
No, what's his rap name, man? Hold on. I don't even know. It's something. But I looked up at the music and it sounded really bad. It was terrible.
You mean the music was bad or the lyrics was bad?
Everything about it was bad. Kind of like, have you ever heard D'Angelo and Angie Stone's son? Have you ever heard him? Kind of like that. Remember how bad that was?
They really be trying to act like he gonna be something. Listen to his parents. Yeah, sometimes your parents are who they are, and you just who you are. Oh. Hey, Bronny will never be LeBron.
That's true. Ever.
Hey, but it's okay with Bronny being Bronny. Let the kid be. Man. Look, yeah. Hey, he just need to rap about being a rich kid.
Oh, man. Because they called him out, man. You know, that hurt. That hurt him, though. That hurt him.
I bet he was furious.
He said that house wasn't that big. 15. It wasn't 20,000, 15,000 square feet.
Hey, Daddy call you out. That's what Daddy do.
But wouldn't that hurt you though? If you try to give your kids everything,
And this is what this little dude want to do.
he want to rap about the projects that he
Yeah,
didn't come
this
from.
is what he want to do. Yeah.
But we seen it.
He want to be little king.
Biggie's mom was a nurse. He didn't really live that. He didn't have to live that life.
He didn't have to live it, but he did.
According to her. But he did. What does that say?
I just don't think. Yeah, I mean, there's some people just attracted to the streets. They think it's cool. But when you got a daddy with a big personality like Michael Irvin, you can't do it. So Mike gonna tell it.
Called him out. And he raps about some of the most horrible things. Like, son, you grew up in a 20,000 square foot house.
Hey, Mike gonna tell it.
Mike told it. Mike told it. It's unfortunate, man. But I don't think the rap culture embraces truth. It's not a truth telling.
Because when you had that, can you rap your truth? I'm thinking, well, Lord, who done came out and said they was gay? Because that's what I was thinking.
There's one dude that came out, but that was years ago, and his career went down anyway from that point. You remember him?
I mean, they have a it's like this little box that rap you got to fit in, and if you don't fit in it, people don't like it. Yeah. I mean, that's if it's an art form, you appreciate the art. All rap shouldn't have to sound the same.
It shouldn't. And like you said, after a while, are you still living the life that you were living when you were young?
Yeah, because most people, they're trying to get out of it.
Yeah. I mean, Jay-Z is a great example. He was rapping about the streets. Now he raps about artwork.
He can't rap about the streets no more. Exactly. Can't rap about the streets no more. It wouldn't be authentic.
No. But it takes away from the rap sometimes. You be like, oh, that ain't the same Jay. That ain't the same Eminem.
And you know what? And old Jay be like, let's play big bank, take little bank.
Oh, yeah.
Game over.
It works for him. But it don't work for everybody. Yeah, these rappers can't really grow.
That's the problem. They don't grow. And they keep trying to live a lifestyle that they wasn't built for. And next thing you know, they're on the news.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that is
this who I am. This my daddy raised me up in this house, and I had this car when I was 16. And it's the truth.
That's a bigger flex, though. To me, that's a bigger flex. Like, I'm successful because my dad, he set me up nice. Let's roll. Like, that's
but I put in work.
Yeah. I put in work too, but it just don't come across the same
problem. Yeah, the problem with us is we too worried about what people think. It's a whole lot of folks who hook their kids up with jobs. You know, we went through that talking about Bronny and LeBron. There's a whole lot of folks that hook their kids up with jobs, and people don't say anything about it. But when we get somebody in a position of power that hooks their son up with a job, it's a problem. Man, nepotism been going on for a whole long time, and it's had a different color face to it.
And shouldn't it go on? I would like to say, shouldn't it go on?
You want better for your kids. Why don't you give your kids an opopportunity? Give them an opportunity. Or an opportunity too.
Yeah. You would want that, right?
So that's what I would want.
But a lot of people don't think like that. Like you said with LeBron, that was like a huge deal because he shouldn't be in the NBA. He shouldn't be there. Why is he there? He's only there because his dad. So what?
Dad got him a job. Now he's in the G League.
And y'all would have done the same thing.
Hey, very funny though. He in the G League, and he still get treated different because he don't play away games.
Oh, because of the fans.
I guess so.
I mean, I don't know, man. I feel bad for
Dad got him a start. Now it's gonna be up to him how it goes from here. Ain't nothing wrong with his daddy getting him a start.
No.
He may try to stick around and get Bryce one too.
He ain't gonna need it. I think Bryce is actually probably better. Probably.
From what we've seen of Brownie, don't seem like it's really that hard to do.
Yeah. I mean, Bronny, yeah. But yeah, I was just wondering, man, what would your rap name be? Oh, that's stupid.
I got nothing, man. I got nothing.
I mean, the rap, it's built for the young man, but it's not built for you to grow into an older.
It's built for the young men, for them to stay young mentally.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, man,
Definitely,
you gotta grow.
You do, man. I don't see them growing in this in rap. I don't see the growth. Only growth we've seen, like we said, is a Jay-Z. We've seen that growth, but other than that, it's a lot of you know, kids.
They're doing the same
grown
stuff.
kids.
They acting just as stupid as they were 10 years ago. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't work for me, brother.
Yeah. Well, man, I'm glad you're in better spirits this pod, bro.
Yeah, I was, man. But then you mentioned something I ain't think about. All these L's black men that took.
Oh, it's been a tough year, man. It's been a tough year. That's why it's like, man, let it be over.
And we about to enter into Trump.
Yeah. That's why I say to counter that, like the young lady told me, we got to counter it and build ourselves up. Because they're not gonna do it.
No, they don't want, and the sad thing, they don't want America getting so brown anyway.
Yeah.
So they're gonna try to hold us back. Yes. The man is gonna try to hold us back.
Yeah. It sound a little but it's a real thing, man. But we can't let it. We just can't let it happen. Can't let it happen. That's all it comes down to. Just build yourselves up, pat yourselves on the back, give yourselves credit.
They say lift one another up.
Lift each other up. Lift each other. Lift. Yeah, you go. Lift each other up instead of trying to bring each other down. That's what it comes down to. We've seen it before. And we think about just like the civil rights movement. Everybody wasn't protesting. There were some people that like, nope, I don't want to lose my job. It's the same situation now. You got people that's gonna sit out.
Yep, but you have some sit out.
So
if you're gonna sit out, but don't get in the way.
Don't get in the way of progress.
There you go. It's one thing for you to say, I don't think this is a decision for me. It's another thing for you to actively try to hinder things.
Yep, we've had it. It was there. White people, they did the same thing. There were allies there, but there's some people who didn't say anything.
Yep.
And there's some people that participated.
There you go. And this what we're going into, because we don't know all of the foolishness that's about to happen. Right. We see the clown show getting put together.
Mm-hmm.
A whole bunch of unqualified people that are going to say yes to whatever he wants to be done. We don't know what's going to happen. But one thing we can rest assured of is he going to punish woke schools.
Mm-hmm.
We can be assured that he's going to bust into people's house and separate families. And here's the thing. I know that a lot of Latinos voted for Trump because he won't get them, because they're the good ones.
They voted for him.
Yeah, guess what? He don't care. It's contrary to what y'all may have been told, it's not about a bunch of lawbreakers. It's about the brownification of America.
Taking it back. We want to take this country back. He made it very
America
clear.
For Americans. Didn't you hear him say that? Mm-hmm. That's what it's about. It's about getting these brown faces out of here. So that the white man no longer, and I mean the white male, no longer feels challenged. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
And now when they bust in and they take your people, Don't come crying to us and talk about black and brown people. You wasn't worried about black and brown people when you voted.
Oh,
Yeah, I
man.
still ain't got no pity for them.
You don't. But there's some people out there who voted for Kamala that were minorities or Hispanics. They were there.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? There were some.
Don't lie to me. I want to know. I'm gonna be selective in my empathy.
Yeah.
And same thing, brother. And the thing about the black folk, they like to tell you they voted for Trump. So when things happen to them, I ain't even got to ask.
They'll never admit it. They'll never admit it. They're going to roll with it, no matter what.
You got a bunch of obnoxious ones right now talking about how they voted for him.
Oh, I'm saying they'll never admit when things go wrong.
Oh, no, that's true. It's going to have to blow up.
Yeah.
But when it does. When it does, there you go. That's what you wanted, buddy.
They're never gonna admit. You take a Brandon Tatum, for instance. He'll never admit that any wrong done by Trump.
And that's your boy. That's your boy that got broke that I used to like.
Who?
That I thought highly of.
Who's that?
Not Tim.
Oh, Byron Donalds.
Yeah. But he's been broken. And he'll make excuses for everything Trump does. I can't. Bro, I used to like you.
It's gonna happen though. It's gonna happen to where they have to, just like him not getting a position in that cabinet. There was a position for him that he didn't get. There'll come a time when he realized he'll get his moment. He'll get his card. Like, hey man, this ain't it. He'll get it.
He won't, because if you'll notice, a lot of the people that, even back to J.D. Vance, a lot of people that Trump picks are people who criticized it before.
It's true.
And then they turn and all of a sudden they're for him. Trump want to taunt them at the fact, I broke you. I know what you said about me. I'm not crazy. Look at you now.
I'd say he made him VP.
Yep, kiss the ring. Man, this dude.
Oh.
See, now I'm feeling my head starting to hurt.
Say, hey, don't, man. It's gonna get better.
American Liberty running around with a bullet in his chest.
Liberty. Little Liberty, man. I might see her this week, man. I'll let you know. I'll take a picture of Liberty.
Man, Liberty gonna be killed over fooling around. I hope she ain't got one named Constitution. That joker on fire.
Man. It's gonna be all right, man. It's gonna be all right, man. It's been a tough pod to get through, bro. Ain't been any good news. Mike got beat. Denzel kissed the man.
And Trump is still coming. on top of all of this stuff that Cat Williams started at the beginning of 2024, Trump is on the horizon.
Oh, man.
Trump and his band of merry raiders are coming to trash the Constitution. They're on the way.
There's got to be a bright side to this, man. There's got to be a bright side.
Jesus coming back first.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, that ain't that bright for some of y'all who think y'all Christian. When y'all look at him, wait a minute. He's an immigrant.
He's an immigrant. Yeah, they might not.
Oh, no, send him back. Okay.
There's gotta be a bright side, man.
Oh man, there's always a better day coming.
It is.
We just gotta keep riding it. Keep riding it out.
Keep riding it out. Yeah, man.
That don't mean you don't get frustrated now.
Oh no.
It's a brighter day coming.
But remember that frustration. Use it as fuel. Use it to.
I'm definitely gonna use it to point out some stuff.
Yeah, use it as fuel, man.
That's what y'all wanted right here. Y'all wanted the Department of Education to be gone. So now kids with special needs don't get any funding. Go ahead. That's what you. Yeah, that's what you wanted.
Yeah. Well, leave us on that. Leave us on a bright note, man. Leave us with something that will inspire. Hello? You frozen? Oh.
Hey, man, better days are coming. It might not be today. It might not be tomorrow. It definitely ain't going to be January 20th, 2025. But better days are coming. Just got to hold on. We can outlast what's coming. That's all I got.
Mm.
Liberty got a bullet in the chest and a foot in the behind.
You gonna keep using that one, aren't you? Liberty got a bullet in the chest right now.
Yeah, but she gonna be running somewhere, somehow, some way. We'll get there.
That's good, man. And you should watch Cross on Prime. Great.
That's good. I'm about through. I'm like episode 5.
I'm about
really
episode
good.
5 too. It's really good.
Really good. Well, I always like the Alex Cross books.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, it's really good.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Yeah, he's not.
All right. Well, yeah.
Looking at the books, reading the books, he's not really what you would picture as Alex Cross, but man, he does a great job.
Yeah, it's a good show. It's a win. Undoubtedly, man.
I ain't got to the end of it. I'm gonna assume Alex is gonna win, but we'll see.
I don't know. Yeah, let us know. Drop a comment. Let us know if he's killed. Should we stop watching this now? I'm on 5, episode 5.
I'm assuming Alex will win. We'll go with that.
Okay, let's assume, man. Hopefully. But yeah, it's a good show. Good show. All right, brother. Good pod as always, man. I appreciate you.
All right, man. Love you, man.
Love you too, man. That's been another episode of Culture No Cap. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, do all the things. Peace.
Yeah, maybe peace. Maybe not.
Yeah, there he goes. All right.